Well, welcome to this edition of Video Drone by DIY3DTech.com. In this episode, we're going to be testing the Amazon Fire. So we've side-loaded the Google Play Store on here, and then we've also installed the DJI Go 4 app. So hopefully the wind's not too bad out here. Been a lot of rain, but I want to test this out today. So I've got screen recording going, and this is really just going to be a test of how well the Fire works and if it does actually work. So as you can see on the screen, I've got satellites, I've got GPS, I've got screen recording going. So I'm going to go ahead and take the copter up. And there we go. So far so good. So we've launched it. We're using the Fire tablet. Just do a quick walk around of it. So as you see, I'm walking in front of it, so it's beeping. I am going to start video recording. Got a lot of glare today, so I need to come inside here, make sure I've got video recording going. So that's good. So that seems to be working. I seem to be counting up. So as you see here, real nice fit. I'm using it with the 3D printed arms. So let's go ahead. She's a bit windy out here today, so I'm not going to get too crazy with it. And so I'm just going to kind of take it out up over the baseball diamond again, and just kind of fly it around a little bit. Nothing again too crazy, because again, I'm just really testing out the tablet. And where am I at here? I want to go back this way. So I got a bit of a wind, having a problem. I need to get back in here so I can see the tablet. So I want to do a little bit of yaw to see what the response is. So not too bad. Now I'm using the OTG cable, and so I'm just kind of spinning it around here a little bit. And so I want to get it, move it out the field a little way, so I'm kind of doing it this way. By the way, I have checked hover. I'm clear. I'm used to flying under. I did check for NOTAMs and everything, so we're good to go out here. And so one of the things I want to do is let's try the responsiveness of the controller. So I've now hit the controller. I'm going to do quick shot, and so far so good. It's interesting. I've got something in Chinese, so that's sort of interesting. So now it's telling me it wants me to draw something on the screen. So I'm trying to see, what do I want to draw on the screen here. So let's turn it around till we got something. So yeah, it's pretty windy out here. Probably a little bit too much for this guy. I want to gimbal down. And let's gimbal back up. So let's take it out to this. I think that's third base we're headed to. And so let's go back. Let's hit quick shot. So I'm going to do quick shot, and then I'm going to highlight this object, and I'm going to say OK. So I'm now on this object. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it to circle, and I'm going to say OK. And then I'm going to say go. And it should start circling, which it is. I need to be back in here. I'm getting a lot of glare off of. So as you can see, it's starting to circle third base. I think that's third base. So I don't know if you can see it out there. So it's making a pretty wide circle. But that's actually pretty cool. It's doing a fairly good job holding it center, but it's responding. Now, the only thing I've seen so far is that I did get some Mandarin in the text, so there might be a little bit with the local settings. All right, so it completed that. So it successfully completed the circle. So quick shot ended. So now the interesting piece, so it must have turned it off of video, so I want to turn the video. Well, while I'm in quick shot, I forgot I can't turn on the video. That's right. So I want to go back to quick shot, and again, hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. back to, whoops, I was in quick shot, sorry about that. And so I'm going to highlight this again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a spiral. And I'm going to say go in my spiral. So I want to watch this because it is going to get a little bit. So it's going around up there, so it's doing its spiral number. And it's rising as it's doing the spiral, so it's doing pretty good. And so far so good. The spiral circle is getting quite a bit bigger. I'm going to stop the spiral. And let's see, I'm going to fly it back towards the baseball diamond. So far so good. So everything seems to be responding. I want to turn video back on. Oh, I have to exit quick shot mode. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting. I wonder why that is, why they require that. So I'm back out of quick shot mode. And so I should be back to, whoops. There's a little bit of delay, but responsiveness actually of the fire seems pretty good. I've got a hawk coming in actually over there. I'm sort of interested to see. He's coming in towards, I want to be careful. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that hawk over there. He's getting pretty close, and he's bigger than my spark. So I want to bring it back around. Let's see. Battery life is doing pretty good. I want to bring it back, though. It's kind of windy, and I want to be careful with that hawk. So let's bring it down. And tell you what, let's we got an angle. Let's stop video recording, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it back into quick shot mode, and I'm going to draw it around there. That's interesting. So it moved the gimbal, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it to do a droney, and yes, and I'm going to tap go. And so it should be starting its droney. Yep, it's starting its droney, pulling away. I want to be careful that it doesn't back in that tree. I have it pretty low. And I'm going to stop it. So that worked. So the droney worked. So so far all the functions seem to be working on it. Let's bring it back in closer towards us. And I don't want to take it up too high today. The wind is a little bit too much. I'm afraid as I get up there, it might take it away. We've been having a lot of rain here over the past couple days, but since figuring out this fire thing, I really wanted to give this a shot to see if this would work. And so far, so good. The fire's been working. So basically, a $29 tablet here, folks. I bought this on Prime Day, and so got quite the deal on it. So, anyways, pretty happy with this so far. And let's bring it back over here. And I don't know if I got my eyes are having a hard time adjusting between the sun and whoops, I gotta take this back out, put this into regular controller mode. And my battery's getting down there a little bit. Mode. I just wanted to make sure this is clear because these guys are cutting the grass over here. Okay, so that's interesting. So I clicked into sport mode. You should be able to see on the screen with the screen recorder that it's still not into low battery, but now it's complaining about low battery being in sport mode. So that's rather interesting. And you can hear the difference. So again, the wind is really whipping up, so I think we're going to have some rain coming in. So I'm going to bring this one in, and but we pretty much have established the fire works as a successful tablet. So Let's see if I bring my sticks down. And I'm getting a little battery warning. That's really interesting how I switched to sport and it did that, so did not realize it. So let's go. And let's see if I can gimble it down, and let's see if I can land on the pad. Whoa, that wind really kicked up. That wind is really kicking up, folks. And let's bring her down. Sorry about the wind noise. The wind is really kicking up. You can kind of see it here in this little guy. Well, you see it being blown around? That's why I didn't really want to get some altitude out of it today. Well, that was pretty close. That was pretty close. So, end this, and let's see. So we've stopped the video. I think everything's pretty much set. So there you go, folks. So we've actually flown with the Amazon Fire controlling the DJI Go 4 app. No problems whatsoever. So very, very cool. So I give this one a big thumbs up. Again, I'll have the web page below where if you get a Spark, you can side load the Google Play Store and then load the DJI Go 4 app. Again, I've got the DJI Go app, I've got the Go 4, I've got Hover, I've got Lychee, and so far all seem to work on here. So I haven't run into a problem yet, and again, you've just seen the flight. So hey, give it a big thumbs up. You know the routine. Let me know in the comments below what you're thinking about for lunch. And hey, we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.